Hello everyone. Today we are going to read our next chapter, chapter 9, Popular Beliefs and Religion. New words to remember. Transition. The process of change from one condition to another. Orthodox. In line with tradition or religion. Silsila. Chronological order of Sufi disciples, classification of Sufi saints into certain groups. Dohas, couplets. Adi Granth, the holy book of the Sikhs. Bhakti saints, the Hindu saints who popularized personal devotion to God. They condemned caste system, idolatry, etc. Sufi saints, the mystic Muslim saints or holy persons who came to India from Persia, Iran. Urs, the death anniversaries of the Sufi saints. The medieval period witnessed the transition of tribal societies into well organized systems of administration. Pastoral nomads were also being transformed into civilized societies. Moreover, this period saw a closer contact between the Hindus and the Muslims. The spirit of tolerance gave rise to the two great religious movements, Sufism among the Muslims and the Bhakti movement among the Hindus. Islam. The word Islam means surrender or submission to the will of God. It believes that there is one God, Allah. This new religion was revealed to Muhammad, the Prophet of God. Islam was introduced in India by the Arabs. In the beginning of the 8th century, the Arabs under Muhammad bin Qasim conquered the Indian territories of Sindh and Multan. The Turkish invasion in AD 1000 changed the whole situation. The Turks brought with them Islamic faith, Persian culture, and the Persian and Greek architectural styles. Teachings of Islam. There is but one God who is all powerful and all merciful. Muhammad is his prophet. The followers of Islam should pray 5 times a day. The prayer is also called namaz. Charity and alms giving or zakat. Fast during the month of Ramzan or Rosas. Pilgrimage to Makkah or Hajj. Muslims are also required to abide by Shariat, the holy laws of Islam. Impact of Islam. During their raids on India, the Turks faced strong resistance from the local rulers and the local people. They raided and looted the rich temple cities. The Delhi Sultanate consolidated the Muslim power in India. There were many restrictions on marriage and dining between the Hindus and the Muslims, but they freely mixed and talked with each other. Most women were too busy with their domestic duties, but those belonging to the upper class cultivated fine arts. The Parda system and the institution of child marriage developed among the Hindus. The intermingling of Persian and Arabic words with Hindi led to the evolution of a new language called Urdu. We will discuss about the rise of Sufism and the Bhakti movement during this period. The Sufi movement. The Sufis were the Muslim saints and mystics. They originally lived in Persia. The word Sufi comes from the Persian word suf, meaning wool. The Sufi saints in Persia wore shawls which were made of coarse wool. They were influenced by various religious thoughts including Christianity, Hinduism and Buddhism. They were organized into 12 orders or silsilas, out of which 2 became very popular in India. The Chishti order. The most famous of the Sufi saints in India was Hazrat Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, who founded the Chishti order. He came to India in AD 1192 and settled at Ajmer, which became the center of his activities. After his death, his followers started celebrating an Urs festival every year at Ajmer. His tomb at Ajmer is visited by thousands of people from India and abroad every year. Other Sufi saints of this silsila or order were Nizamuddin Auliya, whose tomb Dargah is at Delhi. Kutubuddin Bakhtiyar Kaki, whose tomb is near Qutub Minar in Delhi. Sheikh Salim Chishti of Sikri and Baba Farid of Multan. Suhrawardi order. Sheikh Zakartia of Multan was the disciple of a famous mystic Shihabuddin Suhrawardi. He founded another order or silsila of Sufi saints called the Suhrawardi. They were employed by the Muslim rulers and led lives of comfort. They did not believe in living in poverty. Principles and teachings of Sufism. God is one and all people are His children. One can reach God through love and devotion and not through rituals. Devotional music is an important way to reaching God. Inner purity and self-discipline are the means of gaining knowledge about God. The Sufis call their Guru Peer. One should follow the teachings of a Peer. The Sufis believed in equality of all human beings and in the universal brotherhood of man. Religious policy of Akbar and din-i-ilahi. Akbar was tolerant of all religious faiths. He therefore enjoyed the loyalty and affection of all sections of society. Akbar abolished jizya tax. Akbar's policy of Sulh-e-Kul meant universal peace. He introduced din-i-ilahi in AD 1582. It contained the good principles of all religions. Akbar's objective was the establishment of cultural and political unity in the empire. But the number of persons who accepted din-i-ilahi was small. It is interesting to note that one of the gold coins of Akbar shows Rama with a bow followed by Sita. Above the figure is written Ram Siya in Devanagari script. The Bhakti movement. The word Bhakti means devotion of God. The Bhakti movement originated in the 9th century in South India when the great saint Shankaracharya brought about a revival in Hinduism. The Bhakti movement in South India was led by Ramanujacharya and Madhavacharya. Some of the prominent Bhakti saints were Ramananda, Kabir, Guru Nanak, Sant Tukaram, Sant Ravidas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Mirabai. Important features and principles of the Bhakti movement. They preach that God is one. One can attain salvation through bhakti or devotion to God. All men are equal before God. Dignity of man depends on his actions and not on his caste. Religious rites, rituals, and ceremonies are useless. One can reach God only through absolute surrender to Him. We need a Guru to lead us. Bhakti movement in South India, Alvars and Nayanars. Shankaracharya laid emphasis on the philosophy of the Upanishads and the Advaita system. It means that the ultimate reality of God, Brahma, who is impersonal or formless, the world around us is Maya or an illusion. Moksha or liberation could be had only through knowledge of the ultimate reality. Shankaracharya later realized that Advaita philosophy could not satisfy the spiritual need of the common people. He then laid stress on bhakti. In fact, the idea of bhakti had already been popularized in the south by the Vaishnava and the Shaiva saints. He composed devotional hymns in praise of Vishnu and Shiva lords and the goddess Shakti. Alvars and Nayanars. The Vaishnava saints Alvars flourished during the 7th and 8th century. They were all wandering singers who were made after God. The Shaiva saints were called Nayanars. They also belonged to the 7th and 8th century. The most important of them are Appar Sundarmurti and Manika Vasakar. Their images can be seen in many Shiv temples in southern India. Sri Ramanuj. Ramanuja was born in the year AD 1027 at Sirpurbudur. He became an ascetic and grew very popular. Later, he settled down at Sri Rangam. He toured the whole of South India and converted many people to Vaishnavism. He believed that the path of bhakti, devotion to God, is open to all, high and low ones. Sri Madhavacharya. Sri Madhavacharya was born in AD 1199 in a village near Udupi in Karnataka. He became an ascetic and spent several years in prayer and meditation. He founded a temple of Lord Krishna at Udupi. He believed in salvation through God's grace. Veer Shaiva sect of Basava. In Karnataka, Basavana or Basava became an advocate of Veer Shaivism. He was a minister of a Jaina king who ruled in the mid-12th century. The important features of the Veer Shaiva sect were equality of all human beings, rejection of the caste system, and eagerness to reform society, especially the liberation of women from the rigid restrictions. Basava arranged a marriage between the daughter of a Brahmin and the son of a so-called untouchable in that age. He was both a Bhakt and a reformer. Bhakti movement in Maharashtra. A religious reformation took place in Maharashtra in the 13th century under the Maratha saints. Sant Dhyaneshwar was born in AD 1275 in a Brahmin family. His religious poems are called Abhangas. He condemned the caste system. His patron god was Vithoba, who is regarded as the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The Bhakti tradition continued to grow in Maharashtra. One of the most prominent saints of Maharashtra in the 17th century was Tukaram. He was born in AD 1608. He was a devotee of Lord Vithoba. Namdev and Eknath were other great saints of Maharashtra. Bhakti movement in North India. The medieval period saw the growth of the Bhakti movement also in North India. Bhakti movement in Punjab. Guru Nanak Dev. Guru Nanak was a great Bhakti reformer of the medieval period. Guru Nanak was born in AD 1469 at Talwandi near Lahore, now in Pakistan. He lived at Kartarpur, now called Dera Baba Nanak. Having been attracted to Sufism, he went on a long pilgrimage to Hindu and Muslim centers of worship. He then turned to Punjab and started preaching his doctrines. He worshipped God as Nirakar, that is, without any physical form. His main teachings are as follows. The ultimate aim in life should be to reach God. Only good actions could lead individuals to reach God. He advised people to recite the word Satnam or the true name. He opposed caste distinctions. He also disapproved of idol worship. He taught religious tolerance and believed in the equality of all religions. True knowledge could be attained only under the guidance of a guru. Guru Nanak composed Japji or the holy prayer. His followers came to be known as Sikhs. The word Sikh comes from the Sanskrit word Shishya, which means disciple. The later Sikh Gurus. Before Guru Nanak left this world in AD 1539, he nominated Bhai Lehna as his successor. Guru Nanak called him Angad, the flesh of his own flesh. Therefore, he became to be known as Guru Angad, AD 1539 to AD 1552. He compiled Guru Nanak's hymns. He also introduced a new script called Gurbukhi. He started the Langar system, community dining. Guru Angad nominated Amar Das AD 1552 to AD 1574 as his successor. Sikhism made rapid progress under the leadership of Guru Amar Das. Guru Ram Das AD 1574 to AD 1581 was the fourth Sikh Guru. He made Guru Gaddi hereditary. He founded the holy city of Amritsar in AD 1575. Guru Arjan Dev AD 1581 to AD 1606. The fifth Guru was a remarkable organizer. He completed the construction of Amritsar and erected the Harmandir Sahib, the Golden Temple, which became the seat of the Guru. He compiled the Adi Granth, which contains the hymns of Guru Nanak, Guru Angad, Guru Amar Das, Guru Ram Das, and many of his own hymns. During the reign of Emperor Jahangir, his son rebelled against the father. Guru Arjan Dev gave help to the prince. This offended the emperor. Guru Arjan Dev was tortured. The emperor ordered the execution of the Guru, who became a martyr. This cruel act of the emperor converted the peace-loving Sikhs into a fighting community. Guru Har Gobind Singh AD 1606 to AD 1644 became the next Guru. He constructed Akal Takht, eternal throne, opposite the Golden Temple at Amritsar. He organized a well-equipped army and encouraged his followers to protect their honor and their community. The Sikhs were persecuted during the reign of Shah Jahan II. Guru Har Rai AD 1644 to AD 1661, grandson of Guru Har Gobind, became the seventh Guru at the age of 14. Under his guidance and leadership, Sikhism expanded its organizational work. Guru Har Kishan AD 1661 to AD 1664 became the Guru at the tender age of 5. Unfortunately, he left this world in AD 1664. Guru Tegh Bahadur, the fifth son of Guru Har Gobind, became the ninth Guru in AD 1664. From the very beginning, the Guru had to face the enmity of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. On his refusal to embrace Islam, the Guru was beheaded at Chandni Chowk in Delhi. The place of his martyrdom became a pilgrimage center where the Sikhs constructed Gurdwara Seesganj. Guru Gobind Singh AD 1675 and AD 1708 became the 10th Guru. He took a vow to save the honor of the Sikhs. He fought against the cruelty of the Mughals. On Baisakhi Day in AD 1699, the Guru laid the foundation of the Khalsa Panth. He asked his followers to observe the 5 Ks: Kesh, long hair; Kangha, comb; Kada, bracelet; Kirpan, sword; and Kacha, shorts. Aurangzeb tried to crush the rising power of the Sikhs. The Guru's last encounter with the Mughal forces was at Muktasar. The Guru retired for some time to the village of Talwandi Sabo in Punjab. The Guru announced the end of personal guruship. Thereafter, Guru Granth Sahib became the ultimate Guru and guide of the Sikhs. Guru Gobind Singh was not only a great military genius, he was also a great scholar. The Guru's compositions were compiled in one volume called Dasham Granth, the 10th book. Ramanand and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ramanand, Kabir, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were also among the greatest saints of the Bhakti movement. Ramanand was born in AD 1370 and was a disciple of Ramanuj. A worshipper of Rama, he challenged caste distinctions and began preaching in Hindi. Of his 12 principal disciples, one was a Muslim weaver Kabir, another a cobbler Ravidas, and the third a barber Sendas. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu AD 1485 to AD 1533. Born in Bengal, was a renowned Bhakti saint and reformer. He popularized the Krishna cult, that is, the worship of Lord Krishna. He accepted disciples from all castes. He believed that through love, songs, and dance, one can experience the presence of God. Mirabai, AD 1547 to AD 1614. Mirabai was a Rajput princess married into the royal family of Mewar, Udaipur. She was a devotee of Lord Krishna. She continued to devote her whole time to the Lord's worship even after her marriage. She wandered from place to place singing her beautiful songs. One of her hymns goes thus: People say Meera has gone mad. I have myself become the eternal maid servant of my Narayana. Meera reached Dwarka, where she composed many songs in Gujarati. Next to Narsi Mehta, she made the greatest contribution to the devotional literature in Gujarati. She had Ravidas as her guru. Her message was, neither birth nor rank is the means to experience God's presence. There is but one means, love or bhakti. Nathpanthis and Yogis. Nathpanthis were the saints whose emphasis was on yoga and inner calm. Gorakhnath is regarded as the founder of the Nath sect. His followers came to be known as Nathpanthis. They flourished during the 10th and 11th century. They challenged the authority of the priestly class and therefore they were very popular among the low caste groups. Gorakh's religious poems appeared under the title Gorakhbani, that is, Gorakh's voice. Case study: Kabir. Kabir is believed to be the child of a Brahmin widow. He was born in AD 1398. He was brought up by Nehru, a Muslim weaver. He adopted his father's profession. He was the disciple of the famous Saint Ramanand. Some of Kabir's teachings are as follows. He emphasized the equality of all religions. He said the Hindus and the Muslims are like pots made out of the same clay. He denounced idol worship and believed in a formless Nirakar God. He said, if by worshipping stone one can reach God, I am ready to worship a mountain. He did not believe in meaningless rituals such as pilgrimage to holy places. He condemned caste distinctions and the supremacy of the priestly class, that is, the Maulvi and the Pandits. Devotion to God was regarded as an effective means of salvation. One must have a pure heart free from dishonesty, insincerity, and hypocrisy to reach God. Kabir's teachings are recorded in Bijak, the seed book. He is regarded as a great mystic saint, and his dohas are recited by his followers till today. His followers are called Kabir Panthis. The Sikhs have a feeling of great respect and admiration for Kabir. Many of his dohas have been included in the Adi Granth of the Sikhs. Bauls from Bengal. Bauls are a group of mystic minstrels from Bengal. Bauls constitute both a religious sect and a musical tradition. They have considerably influenced the culture of Bengal. The term Baul first appeared in Bangla text as early as 15th century. Baul thoughts are a broad mix of Sufism, Islam, Vaishnavism, Buddhism, and Tantric cult. They practice celestial love. Some of the songs of Rabindranath Tagore are greatly influenced by the Baul theme. In 2005, Baul tradition was included in the Masterpieces of Oral and Intangible Heritage of Humanity by UNESCO. Contribution of the Bhakti saints. The Bhakti movement tried to reform Hinduism. It also brought peace and goodwill between the Hindus and the Muslims. The Bhakti saints offered a simple religion which required only devotion to God. This religion was free from rituals and superstitions. The Bhakti saints gave a new dignity to the people of the so-called lower caste. Thus, the Bhakti movement brought about change and reform in society. The Bhakti saints preached in people's mother tongue. Therefore, a lot of devotional literature developed in various regional languages such as Hindi, Marathi, Punjabi, Bangla, and Gujarati. So this was our chapter Popular Beliefs and Religion. If you have any doubt or query, you can ask me in the comment box below. Thank you everyone.